more thing I want to address with crime real quick. I'm interested in knowing how things have changed under Mayor Lori Lightfoot's leadership, especially when it comes to your crime strategy.
Well, you know what? Of course, we're still in our infancy stages with the new administration.
Now, this census question there, you just kind of broke down the Supreme Court decision. John Roberts actually surprising people with the way he cited himself. How would this census question actually hurt immigrant communities?
Well, it could potentially impact and participation in communicating with this census. People are in households with those.
This really impacts our kids the most.
Absolutely.
If a strike were to happen. You mentioned earlier you guys are preparing for if that does happen. What are some things you guys have in place?
Well, first, we're going to make sure that every single school is open, because while most parents will find alternative options for their children, we do have a lot of families who, if they don't go to work, they don't get paid.
Well, you may have noticed less birds chirping when you woke up this morning, and this may be the reason why. A new study shows the bird population in North America has declined by nearly 3 billion since 1970. Not million, billion. Scientists say it's a sign of an ecological crisis. They believe the cause is primarily habitat loss. Simply put, no safe place to live. Guys, what do you think about this?
Well, this is interesting because I actually live in a really wooded area, and when the birds migrate during migration season, they smash into my windows, and we find dead birds around our house all the time. And you can hear, they scare us to death because they pound into the windows. And I have a ranch, so I'm in a short house, but clearly where we're living, the urban areas, is affecting their environment.
Yeah, you're in their neighborhood.
Exactly, right.
I get so scared and on edge and anxious when I hear stories like this. I also feel this way when I hear about the ice caps melting and the North and South poles. Like when we're having these huge climatic changes in our environment and in our world that really affects everybody, it should serve as a wake-up call. Like, we all have to pay more attention to this. And it's so much you can do, but I think just taking the little steps, like Chicago not using plastic bags, or the use of more paper straws, cardboard straws, which I do not like. Hate the texture of those. But like just doing the little things like that can kind of hopefully make a difference.
Yeah, just making sure we don't use pesticides and trying to use the most safe products on our outdoor lawns and things like that can also go a long way. Also, a birdhouse. Why not? Huh?
I don't think they naturally live in birdhouses, though, Brandon.
You could make a cute little mansion, you know.
I think that, again, is disturbing their environment.
I don't know.
It's man-made.
I would be living well in a birdhouse.
Oh, we get what you mean, certainly. But just everyone being a little bit more conscious, I think, can go a long way.
I think both took a political hit as well.
For sure,
both sides at times didn't look so hot. Lori Lightfoot's side, the city, you know, putting millions toward a police academy, but saying they don't have the money towards teachers, that doesn't look so good. But also teachers coming back to the table, hey, I want this now. Hey, I want this now. You know, you can't keep moving the goalposts. So I think both sides are kind of wounded a little bit.
I'm just glad to see the kids back in school, because it looked like both sides were really digging their heels in this 11 days of pay, and at least they decided to split it down the middle, and the kids are back in class.
That was tough. It was like, really, another thing. One more thing.
But they got to go back to school Friday of all the days.
Yeah, I know. Can we?
I can agree with that.
They always say stress can kill you.
I mean, I got some gray hairs popping up on my beard here, so I think it's definitely.
You two are old.
Have you left them? Have you left them, or do you pluck them?
Oh, I leave them there. You know, I'm trying to actually get more gray hair because it makes you look more wise. Yeah, exactly. Get the Morgan Freeman thing going.
See, it's totally different with me. First of all, I love a good salt and pepper, so I think you should leave it. For me, though, I've had gray hair since I was in elementary school, and now I have a few more. No close-ups, thank you. No close-up shots, guys.
I love when you order an 8-piece wing or 10-piece wing, and you get one extra, maybe 2 extra on accident. Ooh, that is the best. It is just like a little gift from God.
Thanks for feeding in the stereotypes, Brent.
I'm just saying.